Waslitna għal-ħin ta' 8 u dan il-ħin ma nistawx naqbżuh għaliex Timea Szilagyi tkun qed tistenna propju lilna sabiex tkun tista' titla' ukoll bil-mixja tagħha ta' kull nhar ta' ġimgħa. Il-mixja tagħha ilha ddejjat minn ġimgħat, il-mixja ta' kull nhar ta' ġimgħa tistenna lilna, tistenna l-intervista tagħna sabiex tkun tista' tibda il-ġurnata tagħha. Timea Szilagyi li nhar ħattilajt telqet bil-Camino Maltés li finalment ser iwassala f'Santiago de Compostela. Din hija t-tmien ġimgħa tagħha bil-mod risqa biex tikkompleta it-tmien ġimgħa. Ħa naraw daqsxejn ukoll fejn tinsab bħalissa l-aħħar li ħallejnija kienet propju f'Montserrat, kienet se tħalli Montserrat. Ħa naraw minn dakinhar minn propju bħallum ġimgħa fejn irnexxila tasal. Good morning, dear Timea, and welcome back to Campus Breakfast. How are you doing this morning, Timea?
Good morning, Antonella, and good morning, everyone who is listening. I'm all good. This is actually my 50th walking day.
Wow.
I did
That's
40
incredible
Sicily,
for me.
even for me. This is my record as well. So there was one day Malta, 21 days, Sicily, 19 days Sardinia, and now this is my 10th walking day in Spain from Barcelona.
When exactly are you now? Last week we left you in Montserrat.
Yes, the village called Pertusa. Mm-hmm. It's a very, very small village, just basically one road. Pertusa. There was one very nice hilly location, Berbegal, about 13 kilometers before this one. But I wanted to push a bit more because I knew that today I'm not starting very early, and so for my next stop I have an option if if I stop at 18 kilometers or there's 36 kilometers. Huesca, but now these days there are a bit of elevations, not so much, nothing compares to Montserrat and those technical climbs.
Okay.
It's only a few hundred meters elevation, but the afternoon heat is really unbearable.
Even
there's
in
no
this
shade.
hillier path, it's still unbearable up there because you chose the hillier path, no, of the Camino Catalan.
Yes.
But
These
the temperatures
there
are
two
still very
options.
high.
Yes. It's not so high. It's still a few hundred meters elevation above sea level, and it's 34 degrees. And there are still fields here. There's no shade. So like the afternoon between 3 and 6 o'clock.
I can imagine.
It's... there's nothing to hide. I literally sat down on the floor, on the ground, with my back against the sun. So I provided a bit of shade for myself for like few minutes, but then I knew that I have to continue because the sun will not be easier. So it's lots of struggling in the afternoon. The only solution is to leave at 5-6 o'clock in the morning and to finish around 3. The afternoon is not manageable. Some days there are clouds, so when there's a bit of cloud, then it's possible to walk in the afternoon.
But these days will become more rare, because we are now in mid-June, so you'll get more sun than in the previous weeks. If you had to describe this past week on the Camino using only a sensory impression, either a sound, a smell, a texture, how would you describe it, Timea?
It is wonderful. It is a wonderful Camino. The scenery is beautiful. Spain, this part is very much industrialized, also for the farming and agriculture. There's lots of irrigation everywhere. In fact, I'm taking shower when there's a possibility from the sprinklers. Yes, and then even the storks. I see them on the field and they take shower in the sprinklers. And even the husbandry, the animal growing, pig farms, these are huge, and nothing compares to the free-range, small farms that I've seen in Sardinia and Sicily.
You've sent me some beautiful pictures, in fact, this morning, and it looks like you also passed Monzon Castle yesterday. It's truly spectacular.
Yes. Yes. There's still a few castles coming, and at this point, let me say thank you to the association of the Camino Catalan friends, or I don't know how exactly they are called, Jordi and Helena, because as Toto and Ugo was helping me in Sicily, Marina in Sardinia, now they took over to take care of me, and if I have any questions, they are always there and help. And Helena herself, she walked lately the Camino Catalan, and she suggested me for a few coming days that don't miss this castle. It's 1 kilometer away from the Camino, or stay here in this monastery. Don't miss this albergue because it's very special with the community. So they are really helping me, and if I have any question, I can turn to them. If I struggle with finding accommodation, then they make sure that I have a solution.
What
They
about
even call.
water? How are you managing your water intake? How are you managing, the provision of fluids? Because obviously you leave early in the morning and you don't know what you'll be encountering along the way.
Wow, that's the biggest issue for me. And I have my friends who every day they ask what I'm doing, and it's hard to explain that there's no way to get water. So I carry 2.5-3 liters of water. I cannot carry more. If there's a fountain, I refill it. I drink more than 5 liters for sure. And then yesterday, the last 7 kilometers, there was a village. It showed there was this board, and it showed that there are 2 fountains, and the fountains had no tap on it. I was devastated. I found a little park with sprinklers because there was a grass, and from the sprinklers I took water. With my hand, I directed the sprinklers in my bottle, and this is the water I was drinking.
I hope it's drinkable. Timea.
I was watching my stomach a bit. It didn't smell. I had to drink. From a pond, I wouldn't drink, but it was in the same park where the tap was. I was hoping that it's coming from the same water source. I had to solve it.
Yes. What's your morning routine before setting off each day, Timea?
It's it's so nice that people who provide shelter, for example, yesterday when I called ahead that can I come, it's 13 kilometers more, I make it by 6:30, and by the time I came to the albergue, the AC was on. It's a very clean place. It's for 6 people, but I'm alone myself. And next door there's a bar, and they cooked dinner for me. I had my beer there, and that lady, she asked that you want your morning coffee, and she baked a cake, so she gave me a slice of cake and the coffee so that I could make my coffee. And basically I'm living from my backpack, not much things to pack, and I always wear the same clothes. I wash every day. I wash by hand, and
once
dry.
you arrive at the accommodation, you wash your clothes.
Yes. That's the routine. Basically, arriving, washing, and then some food, and then resting and replenishing my body for the next day, and a bit of planning. So every morning, I take a look at the map, and then I study a bit what point of interest maybe to look. And during the way, I call the albergues because most of them they expect you to call ahead, so they know that someone is coming. It's also very, very nice of this Camino Catalan, that very remote. Nothing compares to any of my Caminos that I walked. For sure that in 10 days time when I arrive to the Camino Frances, it will be different. I follow some other friends and I see group of people eating together. I'm completely alone.
Not completely,
which is also
because
nice.
I saw a bunny in your picture of the Monzon Castle.
Yes.
You met a bunny.
Yes, now the animals are different. In the past there were pigs and cows and horses, and now bunnies a lot. They are just running, and I see the holes where they are running, and the birds, the storks. this is the season of the stork, so every single church has nests, several. And I see already, I call them teenagers, so they are not really chicks anymore, but they are still sitting in the nest. And then the mama comes and shows how to fly, shows the wings, and they are still not flying, and they expect that they get their food from the adults. So, and these are magnificent big birds, and it's wonderful to see them flying even on the way.
How far are you from Santiago de Compostela, Timea? Your final destination?
It was also a very nice story that a few days ago I found a house and it showed 1,008 kilometers from Santiago, so I'm about 900. So if I compare it to the total length of the Camino Maltés, which is 3,600 kilometers, I'm in the last quarter.
Wow.
So
God bless you. God bless you.
I
and
already,
your shoes. God bless you and your shoes.
Yes, I changed my boots because I was mentioning that I give some a new pair for my legs. So I changed my boots
just once
just
for
before
now.
crossing.
Just once. So far,
yes,
you changed your
one.
trekking boots once.
Yes,
Timea,
yes.
I leave you with your walk. It was great to listen to these updates from your end. It's good to hear that you are in very good spirits. Your energy levels are still very, very high. And I really wish you buon camino and look forward to chatting with you again today week.
Thank you so much.
You so much
and
for your time.
Lucky Friday 13th for
yes.
everyone. And
Well, I
happy
hope...
Father's Day for Sunday over all XirCammini member fathers and everyone.
Thank you for your greetings, Timea. We wish you a buon camino and look forward to hearing again from you today week. Grazie ħafna,
Thank
Timea.
you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Xi ġmiel, jina hawnhekk qiegħda komda bil-qiegħda l-arja kundizzjonata nitkellem ukoll nismaħħa wkoll jibda jaqali ħalqi jaħseb wara kieku ninsab ħdejja din il-mixja ta' kuljum, mixi biss. Però xi ħaġa li timmotiva lilha u lil tant pellegrini oħra hija żgur ferm ikbar mill-isfidi kollha illi jiltaqgħu magħhom matul il-mixja u nemmen illi il-paċi li tkun qed tgħix fih, ovvjament l-ġieħ fiżiku ħajkun hemmhekk, l-isfidi emozjonali, l-isfidi anke mentali żgur li jkunu preżenti. Hemm ħafna sfidi oħra. Jiena pereżempju b'dan li bdiet issemmi dawn l-annimali kollha li qed tiltaqa' magħhom, bdejt nimmaġina kif inġib ruħi waħdi dawn l-inkontri. Ġifieri hemm ħafna sfidi, però li hu żgur illi l-paċi illi jħossu f'qalbhom dawn il-pellegrini hija ikbar minn dawn l-isfidi kollha illi qed insemmu. Awguri lil Timea, awguri lil tant pellegrini oħra li bħalissa wkoll jinsabu bil-għaddejjin bil-kamino tagħha u nsellem minn hawnhekk ukoll James Portelli li laqana ma' Timea. James Portelli minn XirCammini jekk tixtiequ tesperjenzaw xi ħaġa simili għamlu kuntatt għaliex hemmhekk ħadd isibu tim ta' nies b'esperjenza li ma bħala wkoll f'dawn il-pellegrinaġġi.